Swimming is a very lonely sport. Hours up and down the lanes of a swimming pool. The only voice is the one rattling in your head. The time on the poolside consumed by your own thoughts of how to swim your race. But now, throw in a sibling who swims, and things become very complicated.
Practice this morning for Team Bahamas was relatively quiet. Even after that humiliating loss last night to Team Argentina, 99-59, and even though the defense broke down halfway through the third and carried over to the fourth quarter, head coach Mario Boleg says he'll be making very few changes to the game plan.
Let's take a look at the highlights from that matchup earlier today at the AF Adley Gym. A few fans coming to the gym. Expect this crowd to swell as the night goes on. We started in the first half. CC Sweeting on the fast break. Jay Philippe with the miss. Gammy Roll almost serves up a facial. Jay Philippe had 10 points. David McPhee thinks about it. Hands off to Devard Martin. 4-3. Devard, as you remember, was hot all in the regular season. No, not deja vu. Just Deja Devard for another 3. He had 12 points. Swimming is a very lonely sport. Hours up and down the lanes of a swimming pool. The only voice is the one rattling in your head. The time on the poolside consumed by your own thoughts of how to swim your race. But now, throw in a sibling who swims, and things become very complicated. Amanda and Trevano McPhee also reunited at the championships, but it wasn't a lovey-dovey moment for too long.
It's been a special one, seeing her first time in a few weeks or months, it seems that we spend more time together now, but, it's nice seeing her, coming together and once again swimming again together. It's pretty nice.
It's great because, it's good for me to have him and it's good for him to have me here, for support, emotional support. And also he's like my second coach, so it's good that we're together. And of course, I miss him, so it's good that we can come together, in something like this whereas we really need each other right now.
Well, I gave her a hug, but, once it's time to get down to business with swimming, I became the team captain, and I didn't, separate it from any other swimmers. I took charge, with the stretching and stuff. So, but it wasn't really a bossing around. It was just me being a good role model and also a team captain.
Yeah, we are back to normal now. I'm about to beat him up, but it's good.
The two are very different people. Trevano has taken swimming more seriously and for a longer time. Mandy, though, had a strong start to her career, but faltered off, and only over the past 2 years re-stamped her mark on the sport. The two have very different personalities as well.
I don't really have an answer towards that, I guess. We're just different persons, but then they had so much alike. I guess she's just, more, as you said, outspoken, and I guess I'm not as, outgoing as she is.
He's more quiet, and I'm more outspoken, but we get along.
I try to be a leader, and I see it in and also within the way we act. I guess of us being around each other so much, we start to, have similar traits, but like I said, I'm not as outgoing and stuff, so that's where we're different in some ways. I try to show as much love as I could, we stay in contact. I speak to her every day on the computer, every night, and I feel that we have a good relationship as a brother and sister should have.
I love him. Of course I love him. I love him.
Team Bahamas didn't make it to the big dance, but were determined to leave with a win. First half against Puerto Rico. Shot clock running down. David McPhee with the rock. He dishes to Marco Cooper. Bahamas up 8. Cooper had 15 points and 13 boards. Bahamas up 41-33 at the break. Second half fast break. Josiah Thompson with a smooth handoff to Robbie Missick. Bahamas up 8. Kyle Grant working hard for the Bahamas. The bobble controlled. The shot just under the shot clock. He had 13 points, 6 boards. Puerto Rico gets back in it, up 2 with 1.56 to go. Kyle Grant with the inbound. Dashton Baker tries to get it for the win for the Bahamas. It falls short. The Bahamas loses their last prelim game, 79-77. This after leading by as much as 12.
No, I ain't crumbled. It was a good shot. I got a good look. It just didn't fall.
Team Bahamas loses their first game by 40, their second game by 7. This one they lose by 2. This one, though, will probably hurt the most. Covering the Tournament of Americas in San Antonio, Texas, I'm Chris Saunders, ZNS Total Sports.
It hurts to lose a good friend.
Family and friends clamored for a spot in St. Barnabas Church this morning for Henry Curry's funeral. Many will miss his tall, quiet presence and soft-spoken nature that was a huge contrast to the player he was on the court.
He was almost like the coach on the court. In his senior year, he was the captain of the team, and he was always encouraging the other players to work hard, and he had a no-nonsense attitude.
Jesus said, "Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me."
How could you scale the amount of pain you feel for a friend, you know? Like I say, he's close to almost like a brother to me. To know that he's not there to call on or to hail up or to invite to another tournament to play, you know? And just, he'll be missed.
Henry joined the police force in 2003 and was placed with the band and then the Drug Enforcement Unit. While off duty on East Street on Independence morning, he was shot dead. One man has since been charged with his death.
Slapped down by Henry Curry. Comes to Francis, back to Curry. Curry driving, hanging, bikes it in.
Henry played basketball from a very young age. He started at St. John's College and moved to R.M. Bailey and S.C. McPherson. In 1995, he was a part of the Pacers team that made it to the Hugh Campbell final. He's also played in almost every league in New Providence and even leads his church basketball team.
Very, very good athlete, and he got along with everybody. I don't know, wasn't really any flaws about him, you know.
Henry was much more than a brother, an officer, or even a player. To those who will miss him, he was simply a friend. And after the opening ceremonies, the team was determined to break that barrier. But could this team of so many rookies pull it off? They would soon find out. Ariana Vanderpool Wallace was in the first final of the championships, the 11-12 girls 200 freestyle. Out of the heats in the morning, she barely held on to a third fastest time. But for her, it was no matter. She cruised to a win and crushed a record set by Trinidadian Olympic swimmer Carrie Ann Gibbs. The new record, 2 minutes, 15.31 seconds. Now, at the AF Adley Gym, it's packed, and that should come as no surprise. That game, like so many others, has captured the fans. That should come as no surprise either. One thing is sure of the tournament. No matter your record, no matter your opponent, no matter the time of night, you can pull off a win. And that's the allure, the appeal of the Hugh Campbell basketball tournament. No matter your team, whichever one it is, on any given night, against any given opponent, can pull off a win. And if only for a moment, live the Hugh Campbell dream. And that's what it's all about. Good night, everyone. I'm Chris Saunders.